Okay, this is a real classic of American finger-picking guitar, the Buck Dancer's Choice. This one comes from Sam McGee. We looked at his Rockhouse Joe in this lesson also. This is a tune that Sam recorded earlier in his career, pre-war era, and really highly recommend, if you like this tune, if you want to learn it, definitely listen to Sam play it. It's going to sound a little bit different than how we're going to sound when we work on it for a couple of reasons. Sam often would capo his guitar up pretty high, and we're not really going to worry about that. And then also Sam McGee had freakish speed when he played this tune and on a lot of other tunes. So it's a real treat to listen to. Don't get too down on yourself if you can't play it as fast as Sam did. Almost nobody can. So let's put this together. First half of the tune, we're going to be working with the same chords we've been working on for most of these tunes: C, F, and G. So we're going to have a melody that starts on C, comes up to E, down to D, and then when we return back to C after that, it's going to be as a part of an F chord. So again, C, E, and D. Then when we come back to C here, it's going to be as a part of an F chord. So it's going to sound like this. So right back into the C chord. We're only on that F for one beat. Stay in this C chord and move between a C note and an E note. G with a D melody note and a G melody note. Back into a C chord where we're going to do a lot of the same moves as before. This is a great riff here. We're going to move into the F chord, and we're going to be, again, having a very syncopated melody here where we're going to have to lift up the index finger in the middle of this so that we have a B melody note against our F chord. This is a sound that I really can't think of another tune where we hear this melody note paired with this chord. It's pretty gnarly sounding out of context, but it sounds killer once you put it all together. So we're going to be doing these rapid motions between string 3 in our index and string 2 with our middle. We're going to go from A to C and then A to B like that. I would try that just on its own before you try to add the thumb in here, because that motion is going to fit really nicely with your thumb, but it'll be a little bit tricky at first, or at least it is for a lot of people. So when we put the thumb, again, hopping between strings 6 and 4. So when you get this right, that wonky B note is going to be synchronized with your low thumb note. And then after that, you've just got one more pinch with your high thumb note. Once you get that, you're in the clear. You're back to a G chord for one beat. Now C chord. All right. So that covers the first half. Second half here, we're just going to be flowing through a lot of chords pretty rapidly, one beat per chord. We're going to have a C chord that we're just, again, pinching melody notes with, moving into an E7 chord like this. So just like that E chord we had before, but we're going to open up string 4. And we're going to do the exact same motion over here in our right hand, pinching the melody on string 2, thumb on 5 and 4. And now we're going to do something that we haven't quite done before. We're going to make an F chord here, but it's going to be different because we're actually not going to use string 6. We don't even need to hook our thumb around for that reason. We're going to have the thumb bouncing between strings 5 as an open string and string 4. And we're just going to have one syncopated note in between there, the A note that we have on string 3. Then back to our C chord. So when you string all this together, it has a really nice flowing sound because both the melody note is descending and then the low thumb note has a descending sound as well as we go between those shapes. So again, both the melody part and part of the thumb part has a melodic quality about it. All right, after that, we're just doing a ton of pinches. We're going to start with a C chord, G chord with pinky on string 2, C chord with the melody on string 1, open, and then high G note. We're going to do, repeat a little bit of an earlier portion. And after that, we're going to repeat this same really interesting F chord riff that we had in the first half of the tune. So again, where we're rapidly moving between string 3 and 2, and then lifting up that string 2 finger for that B note. G chord and C chord. All right, there it is, the buck dancer's choice. Now, slow it down and go through the whole thing.